In previous video, we have learned what is a session and what are sessions. Now let's go and change our code so that we don't have every time a new session when we send data to our Microsoft Azure. Let's go and open our workbook. Go to Developer, Visual Basic, and what we will do. First, we will create a new module, standard module. And in this module, at the very top, we will write a line of code. Public CLS AI1 as new CLS AI. With this, we will be able to access this CLS AI1 instance of this class from each and every part of our VBA code, of our VBA project. Okay? What we will do next? We will go into this workbook and remove creating of a new instance everywhere that occurs. And in the workbook open, we will leave the instrumentation key, and we will also leave the track page view workbook open event, so that after the workbook is open, VBA will create a new instance of our class, and in this workbook, in the workbook open event, it will provide the instrumentation key to our class, and it will also send track page view event to Microsoft Azure. In the workbook sheet activate, we can remove this line of code because we already have it here, and it is enough to only provide this instrumentation key once we have an active instance of our class. Now we can go also to the sheet 1 code and also remove this line of code and remove also the instrumentation key. Do this also in the command button to click and also remove the instrumentation key. Okay, let's remove these spaces. Click Save. And what we will do next, I will create a new resource. Let's close this. Let's go into Application Insights. And let's create a new resource. I have clicked on Add. I will choose the resource group. The name will be My Test 3. The region, I will choose again North Europe. Review and create. And also click on Create. Now we are here. Let's refresh and click on the Go to Resource. And in the Overview tab, we have the instrumentation key. Let's copy this instrumentation key and let's go to our code. Let's go to this workbook where we have provided the instrumentation key, and let's replace this instrumentation key with a new one. Let's save it, let's close it, and let's close also this workbook. Minimize this, and let's go and test it. Run the workbook. The workbook open event should be triggered by now. Let's click on the sheet 1. Let's click on the button 1, and let's click on the button 2, once again button 1, button 2, and let's click on the sheet 2. Now let's close our workbook and go to Microsoft Azure portal. As you know, we need to wait a few seconds or a few minutes so that Microsoft Azure process these events that we have sent to them. So I will pause this video. Okay, and now we are back. let's go into my test tree resource, into the Application Insights, and let's go to the search and click here to see all the events that have been passed to this resource in the last 24 hours. We have 7 total results, 4 events and 3 views. Here down under we can see that we have a triggered page view, sheet number 2, command button 2, custom event, command button 1, custom event, command button 2, command button 1, sheet number 1, and workbook open event. We can go now to the sessions. Here down under sessions, click on the sessions, and you can see that we have only 1 session. View more insights. In last 24 hours, 1 user, 7 events, Croatia, Windows 10, active sessions, 1 session and 7 events from Zagreb, Croatia. Let's click on the view session timeline, and you can see that we had a workbook open event, sheet 1, and then we have these 4 events. Command button 1, click, command button 2, command button 1, command button 2, and sheet 2. Let's click on the command button 2, for example, and let's show all the details for this custom event. Event time, event name, custom event, session ID, this is a session ID, device type PC, device module, city. Now you can see why these sessions are crucial. In the next video, we will simulate an error and we will take a look how we can also leverage these sessions so that we know what happened before our error has occurred.